Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. I know it's a great day here at the Man Media Garage. Today we're going to start working on the rear end because of course we're going to be doing the disc brake conversion on the GS rx7. So first things first, guys, we're having a great time doing these videos for you guys. We finalized the fuel tank. Like I said, that fuel tank is going to be rated for high horsepower. I've used it, never used it on a rotary, but I've used it on other vehicles that I've built and it works wonders. Now guys, I've seen the feedback, I've seen the views and all that. Thank you very much for what you're doing, but guys, please subscribe to the channel. Take this moment, hit the subscribe button. The information is good. I know you guys are gonna like it and it's gonna keep going better. It's gonna keep getting better. Of course, we were a little bit rusty at the beginning because, like I said, I had to take a 6-month break for, the medical reasons. So, but now we're back with the backdrop. That's because we started recording again for the 650 horsepower RX7. Now, no, I don't have a water sponsor. Core is not sponsoring me, but I don't know. Let me get a little bit personal. I don't know if I ever told you guys this, but I'm highly diabetic. So I do have to drink a lot of water and keep my snacks, here and there. But so that's why you always see me with water or, some juice or whatsoever. It's very hot in the Man Media Garage. Now, again, guys, the only way we can continue with these videos is if you guys subscribe. So please subscribe. What we're going to be doing today again is starting on the rear end swap. We're going to swap from drum brakes to disc brakes, but first we're going to rebuild, or at least we're going to change all the gaskets, and we are going to visually inspect this rear end as I got it, from an owner in Dallas, somebody from one of the FD Facebook pages. The same guy I actually got the gas tank, so I know this is in great condition, but I am going to verify everything. Okay, so let's get on. Okay guys, so first thing we're going to do is basically we are going to remove the axles. Okay, I am going to be doing this a little bit on the unconventional way. Why? When I if you look around here, when I was gonna remove when I was inspecting it before making the video, I found out that I saw that the brake line nut, the one that goes to the caliper line, it was stripped. So I don't want to have to mess with it while I'm going to try to save it. I don't want to have to mess with it while it's in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the brake line from the distribution block. Okay, so I can take it off. So I'm going to start with removing basically the brake caliper. Okay, just because it should have been take off the brake line, take the caliper out, put it to the side, and then remove the other 3 nuts to take the axle off. But since I don't have that ability, I am just going to remove everything all together. So basically, this one's, like I said, I started another take. So this one was already loose. So basically it's two bolts, to remove the caliper. So let me do that real quick while you guys are. Now make sure all of your nuts and bolts are in the safe area. You make so you don't lose them, and put everything together. So basically now we have a whole brake caliper out, and what I'm going to try to do is, now that I have some more space, you see how, let's see if I can focus this here. You see how strip it is? So now that I have a little more space to operate, I am going to, you know, take it completely off. Or next thing I could do is basically take it off from here, which I might want to do. Go ahead and just do that. So this is a 15 wrench. You know, when you're dealing with brand new vehicles or, you know, late model vehicles, it's a lot easier to do because everything is nice and ready, you know, nice and new. But when you're dealing with a vehicle that's, you know, 1985, and actually this rear end came out of 1984. This is going to be your friend. WD-40 is going to be your friend. So let me remove this and show you everything else. Okay, so basically what I end up doing was cutting it out. I am going to be putting new brake lines anyways, so I cut this one out. And now I'll tell you this much, guys, whoever tells you in movies that they cut brake lines so easily, that is a complete lie. Okay, so we already took the caliper off. Well, we cut it off just because we are going to be doing new brake lines. Now the next step is going to be to take out the actual disc. So good thing, you know, good thing we inspected this before, because these were completely loose. And this wasn't me loosening them up before doing the video. So this was completely loose. So once we take that, guys, one of my common practices is always to put things back where they came from. That's just something I always do. And what I mean by that is basically your screws. I always want to put them back where they come from. That's a easy way of not losing parts from your vehicle. If you notice, like I said, this rear end, somebody actually started doing a rebuild on it, like, cause look at that brake pad. You know, that's a fairly new brake pad. Now, of course, we are going to put new brake pads on the vehicle. Now, next thing we're gonna do is basically take out these three bolts, sorry, so we could remove the axle. So these three ones, they are going to be 12 millimeter. And once again, that WD-40 in an old car or in any job is going to be your friend. So you know, just take these. It's like I said, since this is such an old car, I like to start them with a wrench, and then you know, I'll finish them off with a ratchet whenever I can. So now I am trying to get the best angles I can for you guys, so bear with me. Okay, so we've already loosened both axles. Next step will be to remove, to lose the cover for the rear end, the differential. Basically, it's just a, it's gonna be a 12 millimeter. So there's gonna be 9 bolts, just like this one right here, and then you're gonna have one long one, just like that. So let's do this real quick. Once again, oh, another thing I didn't tell you guys, and let me make sure I tell you. Before I did this, of course, I did the WD-40, and I took my drill and I grinded something like this, all the dirt and all the debris around the gasket seal. Reason being is I don't want any extra debris to get in there. So, you know, make sure you do that beforehand. Okay, remember, WD-40 is your friend. So once you have that done, you should be able to take off your axles. So I'm gonna do that right now. So super simple, guys. This is all you're gonna do is get your mallet or something and just tap it a little bit. And there it comes out. So you are gonna get some oil in the coming out, just because it is a you know, there's oil on the there's lubrication on the part. Let me just turn this around. Like I said, this is taking a little longer than what I wanted, just because I am trying to show you guys how it's done. Usually when you put it on a stand, it's a lot easier to do. So there you go. A little bit to the side so we can get it all out. There you go, there's your first axle. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. I'm not going to show that, but I'm going to do the same on the other side. Okay guys, so after removing both axles, of course the passenger side one was a lot easier. It was easier because it didn't have we didn't have issues with the brake lines. So once you remove all that, your rear end, your differential should come out easily. Just a matter of, it's a heavy part, so it's just a matter of pulling it up. You are gonna get some oil all over the place, but basically that's all you need to do to remove your differential. And upon first inspection, just looking at it, It looks like a very good part. So it's just a matter, like I said, it's just a matter of getting it all cleaned out, inspecting it, you know, thoroughly. But after, you know, checking it out, I don't think this thing we'll need to do any more work on it. It's just a matter of cleaning and putting it back together. Now that this piece is out and it's a little bit easier to handle, we're gonna have a wet sand and all that. And I just realized this, whoever reassembled this, good thing once again, I always double check everything, but good thing we didn't just paint it and put it in. I just looked at it and I see that the previous person didn't use a gasket. So, you know, it was just, from what I could see here, is metal on metal. So they didn't use a gasket, so good thing that we decided to actually take a thorough look at this. So you see the things that you find, guys, just you know, never trust what somebody tells you. Like this guy, the guy I bought this from had gotten it from another person. So, you know, at some point somebody rebuilt it without using a gasket. So guys, thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully you like this video. It's a little bit longer, it's a lot more theory, but I want to do things right for the person that wins this vehicle. Once again, guys, as I said at the beginning, the only way we can keep these videos going is if you guys subscribe. So take a moment right now, subscribe. You'll go press the subscribe button, go follow us on Instagram, and go follow us on Facebook. There's going to be a lot more information. And on the next video, we're going to be sandblasting the core. We're going to be really doing a checkup on the differential. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you for tuning in.